titles are beautiful, and titles help the novice understand things. That's why you have positions in basketball. So it helps someone that may not understand what basketball is pinpoint and look, oh, that's the point guard. Oh, that's the shooting guard. Oh, that's the center. That's what positions, the title of the positions were made for. The word dynasty gets thrown around a lot because as much as people love parody, or as much as people say that they love parody, they love dynasties more. They love when a team is dominant. You can say, "Oh, we hate Alabama. Oh, we hate the New York Knicks or the New York Yankees. Oh, we hate the Lakers. We hate the." There's more people that love dominance than people that love parity. And what you're hearing a lot when we talk about this Oklahoma City Thunder team is, oh, this is the next dynasty. This is the next dynasty. They have all the ingredients to be the next dynasty. While I will say slow down, because ultimately they have to win it all. They have to at least win this year. We'll see. I think that they have all the capabilities to win this year. They are the first team, obviously, to make it to the NBA Finals. We're waiting on the Knicks and Pacers, but they beat the Timberwolves in 5 games. I do agree with they have the components that a dynasty needs. But I do want to slow down on that because basketball is an interesting thing, you know. Because you know who else had the components to be a dynasty? The Denver Nuggets. And they didn't win back-to-back. You know who else had the components to be a dynasty? The Boston Celtics. And they're at home right now. I will admit, and I will say this. The one thing that the Boston Celtics, that the Denver Nuggets, the one thing that those teams, the Milwaukee Bucks, remember them? The one thing that those teams don't have that the Thunder do is an abundance of youth. Yeah, Giannis was younger. Yeah, Nikola Jokic, he's not old. Jamal Murray, he's not old. Yeah, the Boston Celtics aren't old as far as their stars. Jason Tatum's not old. Jaylen Brown's not old. But when we talk about the totality of those teams, when we talk about the Milwaukee Bucks, when we talk about the Boston Celtics, when we talk about the Denver Nuggets, they're nowhere close to the age. The oldest player on the OKC Thunder is Alex Caruso, I believe, and he's 31. I don't want to crown, let me say that. I don't want to crown this team as a dynasty. They obviously have to win it all. But they have the components to be considered a dynasty. They have that player. They have an all-time player. Or let me say, they have a superstar player. They have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They have the perfect supporting cast. They have a cheap supporting cast. They have draft picks that they can use to trades, and they hit on the draft all the time. And on top of that, the one thing that they have that a lot of these other teams that we thought were going to be dynasties don't have is youth. This is one of, if not, this is for sure the youngest team that has ever made it to an NBA Finals. And if they do win, they will be the youngest to ever win. They also, I think, have won the 3rd most games in a season. I think behind the Golden State Warrior 2000, 2014, 15, or 16, 17 Golden State Warriors and one of the 73 and 10 or 72 and 10 Bulls. They are a juggernaut. Defensively, offensive, they are a juggernaut. I want to hold off on calling them a dynasty, even though it's just, man, it's another thing that is different between them and, let's say, the Boston Celtics. Now, when I say this, I know there's going to be somebody in my comments. First of all, I appreciate you watching and listening. They're going to be like, but Jay, in the beginning of this playoffs, you said that there was not a team that can beat the Celtics in 4 games, including this Oklahoma City Thunder team. And I stand by what I said. I think that when you shoot the ball as prolifically as that Celtics team did this year, and you play solid defense, like I don't know. But they don't have to. But one thing that the difference, I'll say, outside of age and outside of having that, Jason Tatum is tough. People just don't like him. The biggest difference is how these teams go about scoring. And we saw that with we saw that in the Knicks Celtics series. The Celtics rely almost only on threes. This Thunder team, they want to get to the rim as much as possible, and if the three is open, they'll take it. And on top of that, the youth makes this conversation a thing, in my opinion. Again, they are the youngest team to ever make the NBA Finals. That's saying something. Now, I will say that the competition is different. Like, you have, I think this is the most talented the league has ever been when we talk about individual players and teams all together. So, and you never know what's going to happen. Like, if Giannis gets traded to, I don't know, let's say the Lakers, or if they get traded to someone like the Golden State Warriors, and that changes everything. But I will say that I'm not going to call them a dynasty, because they essentially, if they don't win it this year, they haven't done anything. I think that they're in good standings to win it. But they have to win it. So I'm not going to call them a dynasty. In fact, I think I'm going to wait until you win 2. If you go back to back, then we can start having that dynasty conversation. But what I will say is this. If you want to look at all the dynasties back in the day, the Celtics dynasties, the Bulls, the Lakers, the Golden State Warrior. If you want to look at past dynasties, this Thunder team mirrors a lot of things that made those teams what they were. Now, again, I'm going to wait until they win 2. They have to win 1 first, obviously, but we'll shelf that. We'll see. Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.